Hello beautiful people on the internet and welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's so weird not saying an episode number for this, but things have changed. Now we're going into a different kind of content with Disney Dreamlight Valley for the most part. And today I really just wanted to do my first tour of my valley. And I'm gonna leave many disclaimers on this because I know when you see this place, you're gonna be like, what the hell is this? Actually, this part looks okay, but I know like a lot of other parts, there's nothing special. Like there's virtually nothing that I've done to any of them. But I would like to use this video as kind of something to look back on. While I walk around, I'm going to be kind of talking about my plans moving forward and what I want the place to look like in the future. So that when I do future tour videos or Let's Plays episodes or whatever, I have this as reference to see how far that I've come. Now, obviously, like, I have decorated a little bit, but to me this is only the beginning. This is like my baseline. I just hit 100 hours in the game and I just finished my last quest, so I have every single quest in the game done as of now. I also finished the current star path and I've finished a lot of the collections. Obviously, like a lot of them are really extensive, so I won't do like all of them, but I got all my characters. So I feel like this is a good point where like I'm kind of like caught up now. Also, everything is upgraded. My house is fully upgraded. I don't have all the rooms unlocked because I don't feel a need to until we get like a lot more furniture, in my opinion. I don't know, it just doesn't seem worth it. And Scrooge's place is fully upgraded, so is Mermaid's Restaurant, so is Wally's Garden and Moana's boat. All of my wells are unlocked and all of my markets are fully unlocked, so I believe that's it. And with that, I'm going to start with my walkthrough. I'm not going to show the interior of the house because like there's no point to me. I want this squirrel to go away so badly. Here we have my little tree area, I guess. It stayed by my house for easy access, but now I have so much in storage, it doesn't even really matter anymore. I also have these bushes right on this side with a crafting table. And then I have my garden, which used to be like wheat and carrots and corn, I think, but now this is all pumpkins all the time. I keep my yard kind of cornered off with this fence, which I ended up taking out part of the fence right here because stuff would spawn right here and I couldn't pick it up and it would irritate me. So I just said, fuck the fence, it doesn't matter anymore. When you take a right, you have Scrooge's shop, and like I said, this is fully upgraded, so we have the whole upstairs area. I'm mad that no one told me that the upstairs would be unlocked if I fully upgrade the shop. I don't know what I thought. I thought that the game needed an update for me to go up there. Right next to the store, I have Kristoff's shop. So this has pretty much just been like my main hub for everything. And then Goofy's stall is like right down there. So I pretty much just do this wall every single day. This is Buzz's area. It was cuter at first before I did this quest that made me put down the asphalt and the arch. But since I know I'm going to be cleaning up very soon, I haven't even bothered to pick any of the objects up. I also still have the Christmas tree up. It's kind of embarrassing. And then there's this little seating area right around here. On this side, I have Remy's Restaurant as well as Remy's house. And then we have Minnie's house right across. I hate this space. Well, honestly, I like it, but it feels super cramped and I don't know, it doesn't feel super functional. It doesn't feel right for Minnie to be right here. And then we have Mickey's house on the other side. I think his area is honestly really cute. I like the little wizard costume, I guess that is, and the ice chest. And I like the signs. I think this whole area was really like well inspired, but it just didn't work out. This all used to be a garden area before I realized that having very small patches of like 2 or 3 vegetables just like wasn't working. And that's pretty much it for the plaza. It doesn't get much more exciting than everything I've already shared, and I don't have super big plans for it. I think in my head this is probably the least developed area as for what like I know I'm going to be doing with it. I think the garden concept is cute, but I think I'm going to be moving most of my garden stuff to the meadow rather than the plaza. I think this might make a good city area. What I do have an idea of doing is maybe keeping Shea Remy there. I don't know if I'm going to move him yet or not, but I want it to have like a you just stepped into the valley as a tourist kind of vibe to it. So 𝘨𝙤𝙘𝙀 is going to be a hotel and not a restaurant, like in theory, you know. Obviously it's not a hotel, but yeah. And then Scrooge's shop is definitely also going to be a feature. I don't think I'm going to move either one of those buildings, and I may keep my house here, but I feel like it's just going to be like a plaza. Like, I mean, it is called the plaza. It's going to be like a real plaza, a shopping district kind of vibe. But we just don't have a lot of items or buildings, I think, to really fill this out to its like full potential. So,
model citizens.
Stitch, you gotta be quiet. I think kind of what I'm doing right here with the benches, it'll be something like I spread around. It's probably just gonna be like a lot of fluff, not a lot of like functional stuff, just purely decoration. It's not like we have a lot to work with, you know? Moving on, I'm gonna go to the meadow, which is the only other place I did like any kind of work on, really. When you walk straight in from the plaza, I have my well right here, which I love because I can easily access the market. In the future, I'm really gonna be thinking about my well placement because it means a lot. And this is Merlin's house, which I think is so cute. I definitely do not want to keep him in the meadow. He does not belong here, but I think the trees around him and the pillar just look so good. And now that it's getting dark, it looks even better. I'm gonna harvest this cotton, and what you'll notice is that I have random fields in a lot of different places. I think right now I only have 2 or 3, but that's because I just like teleport to a random spot and then decide I'm gonna start a pumpkin area, and I just never stop. Like I said, this is the only other place to develop, so I did a little something in that corner, and I did a patch straight to Dazzle Beach. And I mean, Stitch's house is right here, but girl hasn't really done much. I put 2 apple trees around Goofy's house. It's still in the same spot it was from the beginning, as well as the crafting table. I threw Wally's house and Woody's house back here, and I also keep Wally's garden back here. And then we have friggin' just an excess of bushes all piled up together in this little corner. Yeah, this is literally it. In the future, I'm thinking this area will be way more flowery. I'm gonna try to use an excess of flowers. We're gonna have a lot of gardens and just a lot of like foliage. It's just gonna be very like bright. I definitely think Minnie's gonna be here. I can't decide if I want to put Wally here or in the glade or in Sunlight Plateau. I feel like he can fit in a lot of places, but definitely Minnie. And then I'm sure Mickey will be here too. Kind of thought about it having like a Minnie side and then a Mickey side. I don't know, that might be cute. Just have the meadow solely for them. When you come down to the beach, there is nothing special. As I said, I've only decorated those 2. Maui's home is back there because I got tired of him being in the way. Moana's home is right here. Donald Duck's home is right here. We still have the market in the same spot. And we have Ariel and Ursula backed into a corner by Skull Rock. Prince Eric's castle is right here. And as I said earlier, I have another random crop field. It should be no surprise that when I am done with this whole area, I want it to have a beachy feel. It's almost like it's a beach. It's gonna be very resorty, I think, where we're gonna have probably like a tiki bar kind of ordeal. But honestly, so many houses are gonna have to be on this beach that I feel like I won't have room for much else. Once their areas are complete, like they're gonna take up most of it. I mean, Prince Eric, if I did like a whole house build where I'm gonna do like his backyard and his like front yard and all of that, it'll probably go all the way up to right here based off of where he's at right now. When you take like 5 of those houses, yeah, the whole beach is gonna be filled. There's not gonna be a lot of room for creativity here. And now I'm gonna teleport to the forest. The forest is almost exactly how it came, except I did remove a lot of trees. You'll see over here that there's like nothing. The forest and Frosted Heights in my head, they're gonna go very like hand in hand. If you know anything about me in my personal life, I do like to travel a lot, and I do a lot of outdoorsy stuff like camping and hiking, etc., etc. So I'm gonna have this try to be as camp as possible. I don't know really where I want to place everything yet, but I do have a very like specific idea in my head. I think right across this bridge, maybe in this area, we'll have Buzz's campsite, and I want Goofy here as well. Goofy's gonna have like a river fishing hut kind of ordeal. So I'm thinking Buzz here, Goofy where the well is at, and then Kristoff and Anna, since you can't move their house anyway, they're obviously, well, actually, can you move their house? Oh my god, you can. Never mind. Kristoff and Anna are gonna be in Frosted Heights, but Kristoff's gonna have a little market over here with like a veggie stall, and then the resource market that he already has. So I'm gonna put that like over here so that it goes into the Frosted Heights area. As for Elsa, you can't move this, right? Yeah, okay, you can't. I really like the way that the ice comes out into the forest, like it blends together very clearly. I want to keep that theme going, so I think I'm gonna make this more icy, like up to a certain part of it. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet, but I definitely want to keep that idea going. As for Frosted Heights, it's actually pretty small when you look at it all together. I think I want to make this feel as much like Arendelle as possible. And by that, I mean I want a community here. I want to very much feel like town of royalty, and I definitely understand we still have limited ability, but I'm gonna try to make it work. I'm just gonna make it as extravagant as possible while also having kind of what I said before, that little sense of community. Moving on, we'll go to the Glade. The Glade, along with the Plaza, is the other one I don't really know what I'm doing with. Ideally, when I start making the speed builds, I'll probably be doing like 2 a week. And I don't know how long that'll take me, but I figured, I mean, 1 week for every like character almost. I'll have about like 20 weeks worth of speed builds, 21, somewhere along those lines, depending on if I do one for every single character, because like Mother Gothel doesn't really have a house to like decorate, because yeah, she's unmovable as well. I hope everyone's with me on this. I don't know how many updates it will take to get Princess and the Frog characters, but I'm gonna save this for very, very last, because I would love to put the Princess and the Frog characters here, especially Louis. I mean, the whole place is littered with crocodiles. He would fit in perfectly. That's my plan, is do nothing with it until Louis is here. Now I'm gonna go Sunlit Plateau. I really like Sunlit Plateau. I haven't really touched it much. Sunlit Plateau and Forgotten Lands were probably, like most people, they were my last two, so I haven't been here much. I took out most of the trees over there, but on this side we still have a lot. I really like this place, like so much. I think it's gorgeous the way it is. Honestly, let me turn the light on. I mean, look how freaking pretty the colors are. It's so gorgeous. For the most part, I think I'll be keeping this place natural. It may be similar to what I said for Glade of Trust. More so, I'm kind of waiting for other characters to come. If they do bring in Lion King characters, which I'm sure they will, they're all going here. This is such an African place. If they bring in like Madagascar characters, I doubt they would do that, but if they ever bring in like Madagascar characters, all going here. It would be perfect. Pretty much any like, you know, African animal would go here. Until then, we'll just have to deal with Scar. I'm basically gonna make this Scar's empire. Keep it as natural as possible. And then moving on to Forgotten Land. I hate being in here because it's so freaking loud. Honestly, I don't know what to do with Forgotten Lands either. I don't really want to put a lot of pumpkins here because I feel like it just doesn't fit the vibe. It's like not right. One thing I do want to do with this area, which is why it's not like my least developed in my head, I want Merlin to have his castle over here. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do. In my head, I have him kind of tucked away in this corner, and the rest of it, I'm going to put a million trees back, and it's just gonna be like really crowded up there. That's probably what I'm gonna do with pretty much all three of these guys on the left. I feel like this whole area, I got a lot of things going on in my head. I'm like 99% sure this is all gonna be expanded. I mean, they have all this stuff up here, all this stuff up here. You can kind of see grooves in the outer edges where you can easily make walkways. So I think we're gonna be getting more areas. But as for right now, I think I've covered most of them. The Frozen characters will be in this area. All of the beachy characters, like anyone from Moana or The Little Mermaid, and Donald Duck, of course, are all gonna be on the beach. Mickey and Minnie probably in the meadow. Scar and Mother Gato don't move. Woody, I've thought about putting in the meadow. I'm not 100% sure yet. Remy, I think, is gonna stay in the plaza. Stitch, I genuinely don't know. Yeah, I can't make a decision with him. Buzz, I said, will be in the forest. Wally, I'm still deciding. And I think that covers literally everyone. So that puts pretty much no one in this area except for Merlin, Mother Gothel, and Scar, who have to be there. So I might put Stitch and Wally over here too, depending on how I feel, depending on how crowded my other areas look, or if they don't look crowded at all and I need some other people to fill the spaces. But yeah, this is all I have for this tour. I know it's really short and really uneventful because I really haven't decorated anything, but as I said, I kind of just want to talk through my plans as well as show my roots, where she started from. And I haven't decided yet how often I'll be doing this. At first I was like, I'm gonna do it every 100 hours. So I'll do 100-hour tour, 200-hour tour, 300-hour tour. Now I'm thinking I might do it every like 50 hours. I don't know how soon that's gonna be. So maybe at 150, I'll see if I've really developed anything. If I haven't really developed anything, then I'll probably do it every 100 hours. Other than that, you'll be seeing this be built really soon. I'm gonna start them up. It's right around the corner. Now that I've like started making money and I've started buying things, I think I'm really getting like a lot of objects to be able to do good builds. And I hope to see you all in the first one when it comes out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. And I forgot to mention, like, comment, and subscribe, or else.